birthday's coming up, but I don't really feel like celebrating. Been feeling kinda stuck while everything around me keeps on changing. Another year gone by, another year that I'm not where I wanna be. Feels like everyone's got it together but me. Yeah, I just wanna be somebody that can make my parents proud. I just wanna be somebody that's got it a little bit figured out. It feels like I'm so far behind and I don't know how. I just wanna be somebody before my time runs out.
Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Anne. I am many things to different people in various spaces, but most importantly, all day, every day, I am a child of God. Yes. In case you're wondering what you just watched, yeah, pretty much. I heard this song um one time on TikTok, and the very first day I heard it, I was like, oh my gosh, it feels like I wrote this song because I could really, I could feel it. I understood the lyrics. Yeah, it just felt like something I would write, or something I would write in the past. Some sha, and then I was always listening to it. Feeling like, oh my gosh, yeah, my birthday is coming up, and I don't feel like celebrating. Um. So basically, there's this thing that usually happens to me every year when it's getting close to my birthday. Yeah, from like May 7th or June, because my birthday is in July 29th. From my birthday, yeah, I start feeling, it first starts off with some kind of um tingly feeling, like some kind of excitement, like, hey, my birthday is coming. There's the part that of, oh, my birthday is coming, because I'm a gift person. I like to, receive gifts and all of that. So there's the excitement of, oh, I'm going to get gifts, and then it now it now translates into, oh my gosh, my birthday is actually coming. And I am a very, I like to be productive. One of my friends usually used to tell me that I just like to be busy. Like, I don't like my schedule to be free. I like, to have things that I'm doing. I like to keep working and all of that stuff. So I think like to think I'm a productive person, and because of that, I like to do a lot of appraisals and performance appraisals. Like, if I put out something, I'm like, how did it go? How did people respond to it? How, like, what kind of impact did that have? Yeah. So I bring this appraisal habits into my life, and then I always try to evaluate my life, where I was, where I am, where I'm going, that kind of thing. And every year, when it's towards my birthday, I try to do this appraisal of a thing, and now look sit back and look at my year in review from July the previous year to July or June the current year. So I kind of did that this year, and you won't believe what I found out. Yeah, I went to my journal, yeah, because last year I was doing a lot of journaling, even though I kind of abandoned it this year. I went to my journal and I saw somewhere where I wrote my heart desires for this new year that was going to. It was towards my birthday, and I written it down. Oh, this is what I want, to have, or this one I want to have achieved by this time next year. And guess what, guys? I looked at it and realized that I have not achieved one thing on that list. I mean, one single, not one. I know you hear testimonies where people say, oh, so I wrote down my expectations and I wrote down my goals and I've ticked off every single thing, and it's only 2 months later. This is not that testimony, guys. I actually realized that. And it's not like, I put very impossible things, very, maybe carnal things that I want to have 20 billion naira. But nah, I put like reasonably achievable things. Then I realized that I had not achieved these things, and it was not a good feeling. Let me just put it that way. I started to feel very down. I started to feel like, oh my gosh, what kind of person am I? And that is basically what I want to talk about. The very first thing that I want to address is the pressure of performance. And now this is something that happens every now and then, and it's not entirely a bad thing to appraise your life, to look at where you are, where you want to go, and try to push yourself um into achieving what it is that you want to achieve. But there are times that the things we bother ourselves about, they are beyond our control, because the truth is that if it was something that you could totally control, you would have achieved it. Do you understand me? Someone used to tell me this thing, oh, don't bother yourself about things you cannot control, because most times the things we bother ourselves, they are the things that we have no input in. A lot of times we just feel like, oh, we're not doing enough, oh, I'm not achieving enough, oh, I'm not here, I'm not there, oh my god. If you listen to that song, I think the first verse, there's somewhere that it says that another year gone by, let me not sing, let me just say it. It says another year gone by and I'm not where I'm supposed to be. It feels like, okay, I'll get to that other part. And then it just looks like, oh, it's not bad to have had desires, oh, that's not what I'm saying. But there are times that we beat ourselves off over these things that are not necessarily that important. And one thing that facilitates this pressure of performance is the fact that we feel like, oh, we are running out of time. That's why I can look at my year in the past 1 year, like, oh, 1 year has gone, I've not done anything. Because I feel like, oh, I'm running out of time, I'm running out of time, as if tomorrow is the end of the world. But the truth is that the only time you run out of time is when your time stops ticking. Do you get me? I mean, nobody. I used to say this thing that they are not catching latecomers in destiny. They are not, and it's not left to you to decide what time you're going to achieve these things. It's not left to you to put a timestamp on certain things in life. For instance, marriage. You feel like, oh my god, I'm 25. I'm 25. I'm 25. I've not gotten married. Okay, there are not a lot of 25-year-olds that bother, but trust me, there are 25-year-olds that are bothered that they have not gotten married. Or maybe I'm 35 or I'm 45, because there are people that still get married in their 50s and their 60s. I'm not saying that should be that's your portion in life. I don't know. You see, life is not a one size fits all. Like, this is the particular time this person is meant to do this particular time you're meant to achieve this particular time. No, it doesn't work that way. When you understand that, oh, I am running on my own clock. Everyone has different clocks for their life. Let me just put it that way. Oh, you have your own personal clock. This person has their own personal clock. And oh yes, let me use time zones for instance. You know how it's 5 o'clock in one part of the world, and it's 7 a.m. in another part of the world, and it's 12 p.m. in another part of the world. That's how our life clock runs. Okay, it's not just one general time, and then when it hits 12 o'clock like this, everybody's time is up. No, that's not how it works. So you have to understand that I am in my own time zone, and I am going to achieve things at my own pace and according to God's will for my life. When you get that into your head, you're going to get rid of that pressure of performance, that pressure of doing. And one other thing that really really adds pressure to this pressure is comparison. It's comparison. Comparing yourself to other people and what other people are achieving and what other people are doing. There's a part of the song that says it feels like every other person got it together but me. Like, you feel like around me, every other person, they have their life all figured out. They have this part of their life. But the truth is that nobody has it all figured out. Yes, it might look like that, it might appear like that. Or career wise, it might look like, oh, this person, is doing excellently well in that path. It might look like, oh, in this aspect, this person is doing great. But trust me, nobody has this life thing all figured out. And if people are a bit more honest, if people are a bit more open, we'll see that nobody really has it all figured out. And you might be looking at, somebody else and feeling like, oh my god, I really wish I could, be like this person. And that person is thinking, I wish I could be like you in this aspect. So comparison is something that can be unhealthy. And all of these, feelings of, oh, I'm not doing enough, I'm not achieving enough, they all translate to ingratitude. In simple terms, that is what it is, because you keep focusing on, oh, this is what I haven't done yet, this is what I haven't done yet, this is what I haven't achieved, da 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 da. But what about the things that you have actually achieved? Like, I used to tell people, "Ah, my goal this week is to stay alive," that kind of thing. Because if you're alive at this, stage in your life, there are people that have gone through maybe the same things that you have gone through. The fact that you did not wake up one morning and you're like, I'm not doing it again, I quit, and you take a pill and then you end your life. The fact that you didn't get to that point is actually an achievement. Life is an achievement. You have to start seeing it that way. And you have to start seeing birthdays as celebration of life and not necessarily celebration of achievements. When you die, eh, they will celebrate all of your achievements, everything that you did while you were on earth. It's still a celebration of life anyway. But whenever it's time for your birthday, that's what I had to tell myself, that all I am celebrating is the fact that I made it round the clock, 365 days. I did another round. I'm alive. I am grateful. I am healthy. I am beautiful. My hands, my legs, everything is still complete. My mind is still sane. You know, there are other things to be thankful about. There are other things to be grateful about, and you have to start considering all these other things as achievements. So if you're like me and you always have birthday anxieties, you don't want to celebrate your birthday because you feel like, oh, you haven't achieved you know enough, my dear, get up, get your friends together, go out, have fun, celebrate whatever is worth celebrating. Trust me, there's always something to celebrate. My point is that whenever you line up the things that you do not have next to it, always try to remember the things that you do have, and you realize that the things that you have, most times they are more than the things that you do not have. That's why I like this Million Little Miracles song, because there are so many little miracles that you take for granted because you've not seen, like, in your eyes, what you consider to be like the big miracles. I saw a video one time of a lady that she had to have her legs amputated. Why? Because of a tampon. So she had toxic shock syndrome. Apparently she just wore a tampon regularly, nothing of happened, and then all of a sudden she cannot move anymore. Like, she didn't see that coming. One leg gets amputated, few I don't know whether it's a few years later she had to amputate the second leg, and that's how she is without legs. And when you look at stories like that, you might just not understand the impact of it. When I saw it, I'm like, God, I'm grateful, I have legs at least, because I use tampons, but I have never, you know, woken up one day and realized that, I can't walk anymore. And that's something to be very grateful for. When you're very intentional about life, when you're very, very intentional about seeing the things that God is doing in your life, then you'll be more grateful. So yeah, gratitude is a cure to any form of birthday fever you're feeling. So whenever it's your birthday, even though you might be that kind of person that doesn't really get excited and all of that. There are two types of people. There are the people that the reason why they don't like their birthdays is because of the fear of underperformance. They feel like, oh, time is running out. Oh, I'm almost clocking 40. I'm always clocking 30, and I haven't achieved this thing. And then there's people that just feel like, it's maturity. It's maturity to not want to celebrate your birthday. That doesn't make sense to me, Sha. My birthday anxiety is usually, caused by a couple of things. Sometimes it might just be, oh my God, I don't want my birthday to come. Oh my God, everybody, all the attention is going to be on me. Everybody's going to be calling me. Everybody's going to, because I do not like phone calls, and I'm like, everybody's going to be putting my picture on their status. And I actually do not like that kind of exposure, believe it or not. I don't like it. I just don't like it. But it's something that happens once in a year, and I've learned to embrace it, and I've learned to, appreciate it, because trust me, most times it's just like, can I just dive under a rock, like crawl under a rock, like just hide for these 24 hours. But I realize that most times when I am in the 24 hours in the birthday, I get to just enjoy it while it lasts, even though it leaves me feeling very overwhelmed. I'm like, when people say, "Oh, I'm overwhelmed," my own is I'm overwhelmed by the attention. I do not like it, but it's inevitable, and I should be grateful for it because the thing that me I don't like that I have too much attention on my birthday is what some people are looking for. Because on their birthday, it might just be 2 or 3 people. Even their parents might forget their birthday. You see, this thing of gratitude is a thing of perspective. Do you get me? So renew your mind, just like I try to renew mine every time. Yes, or whatever it is, go out, have some fun, enjoy yourself. And if you're watching this before your birthday, happy birthday in advance. I'm saying happy birthday to myself. I hope you people see this video before my birthday. So my birthday, tell me something nice and tell me, and you're doing enough. God is proud of you. I am proud of you. Tell me all those nice things. I like to hear sweet things. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm glad to have you. I will see you next time. Bye.